EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. Nifty move. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2018 draft, the Oklahoma Sooner, Baker Mayfield.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
42-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Foye Oluokun finding his way to the ball for a stop. A tackle for loss.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Now Mayfield. He'll find McMillan here. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Back to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Irving. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Mayfield on play action. Oh, and that is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Here's a handoff to Irvin. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And his kick here is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. Weather like this, always treacherous for kickers. A good sign early, though, as he's able to put that one through.
And you remember him right before the kick stomping around his area to make sure that things were going to hold for his plant foot, and it did.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field, and can take off and run when under duress.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Again, it's Tootin. Takes it to about the 37.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Lawrence. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Yaya Diaby. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
3rd and 14.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll get this out to Tootin. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Buccaneers offense heading out. You see their offensive coordinator, Zach Robinson. His guys have the first half lead here as they try to find some ways to attack this defense. Mayfield looks to throw. There's a short one taken in by Otten. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you get a heck of a tight end candidate. Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time, ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing, Mayfield. There's a short one taken in by Otten. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. It's Myers again with another catch. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
Well, if you like the matchup and that connection works to start the drive, no reason to go away from it. Let that defense prove that they can stop you. And here, it's 2 throws and 2 1st downs.
2 now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
They go play action with Lawrence. He gets it to Thomas. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Number 7, Brian Thomas Jr. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
In motion right here, Washington. Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 1. A run with Irving. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches.
A shotgun handoff here to Irving. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
First carry for Kenneth Gainwell.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield.
Here's a screen with Gainwell.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Third and 7.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Mayfield to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That is Joshua Hines-Allen getting in there to bring him down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. To throw, Mayfield. And it's caught. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Baker going to give it to Irving.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range.
Now Lawrence to throw. Finds Tootin out of the backfield. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
The final shot before break. Lawrence. And his throw is incomplete. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I established the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. Again, they get back in balance. It'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Lawrence will throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Kalijah Kancey dropping it for the 2nd straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new. It worked there. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From out of the gun, they run with Tootin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
The slot man in motion right. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Lawrence. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. We'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete.
And when you're in a 1-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. He's got Otten. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So they're able to build on things here with a field goal. But, you know, the question is how much longer can they really rely on their defense to pitch a shutout?
That's a great question because you know the guys on the other sideline are saying, give us the ball. We want another shot at this. So, yes, tight game. You'll get the 3. But this game, it's far from over.
Jacksonville set to go again offensively. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On the ground, it's Tootin to start the drive. And he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and their running back Bucky Irving getting ready to go back to work. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 22. Looking middle, and he's got Ibuka. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Mayfield now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. To the left side, he gets this one to Ibuka. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Mayfield now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. Handoff running left, Irving. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Jaguars getting set to go.
And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's Lawrence.
And down he goes. A Buccaneers sack. A'Shawn Robinson gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
They'll set up to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
The Tampa Bay offense set to go again.
But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent, because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down. And, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you can pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
44 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Cade Otton from 4 yards out. And the Bucs have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th.
So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2.
The Bucs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good.
Score Buccaneers 15, Jaguars nothing.
McLaughlin now to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was the moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
2nd and 6. Now Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
To the right side and complete to Thomas.
Complete to Brian Thomas Jr. 10 yards on the pickup in 2nd and inches at the 47-yard line.
Here's 2nd down. Here's Lawrence to throw.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
From the pocket. It's a gain of
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. That is incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard. They're going for it with Tootin.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest.
Here's 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Lawrence to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Tootin. Touchdown!
Bayshore Tootin
from a yard out.
And the Jaguars are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
A short throw there to Strange. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Lawrence.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
3rd and 5.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
Trailing here in the 2nd half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.